When we believe in a cause and when we help to create, and an event planners, have them help be creative. It doesn't mean that they pick out necessarily the color of the napkins of the tablecloth, but have them help create. Because if we create something, we're vested.
Yeah.
And if we're vested, we're going to go out of our way to make sure we're successful.
Yep.
One of the things that I find so impressive, when we talk special appeal, right? And I'm just going to throw out numbers; they don't mean anything. But let's say we want to start at $25,000, and again, I'm just throwing out numbers. It could be $250. It could be $250,000. It doesn't matter. The premise is still the same. So if we ask for 10, our high level, we're going to say is 25,000, and if I ask, oh, Scott, start us at 25,000. Do you have someone pre-committed at 25,000?
Yeah.
Because your pre-commitments, especially at the high level, are really important. Because they say, no, start at 25,000. Okay. So I asked at $25,000, and there's crickets in the room. Nobody steps up at 25,000 because they weren't planning to when they got there, and I'm asking them for more money than what they had planned to give. Mm-hmm. Well, you think, well, no big deal. They didn't give. Oh, no, you have just set a tone in the room that is going to permeate the entire event, but especially the funding need. Special appeal. So you ask for 25,000 and nobody responds. What do people in the room do? They lean back and they go, they've got problems. Now, we just had a Super Bowl, right? When your team wins, we won. When your team loses, they lost. Do you notice the difference? Yep. It was the same team. I mean, you've really got to be a supporter to say we lost the game, right? Yep. It's usually they lost the game, which just means I just separated myself from the charity and all those things that we just talked about. Yeah. They lost. Yeah. And when they lean back, you don't want people leaning back, right? We want people leaning in. And we want some to be at 25,000. And all of a sudden it's like, well, you know what? They gave 25,000 and they look at their spouse that they're normally with saying, I think we should step up from 5,000 to 10,000. Boom. Yeah. And that happens. Yeah. And that happens. Just last night, I don't want to talk too much history, but just last night, we knew we had some people who were going to give $100,000, which is a major gift. And I asked if there weren't possibly some folks out there who would like to donate more than $100,000. And one person steps up and says, I'd like to donate $200,000. And because they donated $200,000, it spurred on a number who happened to be the chair of the event, spurred them on to match. And I said, well, who would like to match? And they matched that $200,000 gift. Right?
Yep.
So that was monumental.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have happened had we not asked, but it wouldn't have happened had we not had the leadership momentum gift secured ahead of time, knowing that people were going to give. And
wow.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. And something else that makes a big difference is that, there's some people in the world who are kind of outgoing like you and I and have no problem being first. Right? Yep. We have no problem being first. $100,000, if I wanted to give that, I'd have no problem being the first. Most people aren't like that. So most people, what they'll want to do is they want to give with the crowd, right? They don't want to be the person that steps up and gives at the high number. They want to see other people give at the high number, and then they have permission to give at the high number because they don't want to be seen as standing out.
Yeah.
Now, I know that doesn't sound possible, right? If they wanted to give that much, I'm telling you, I have seen it so many times. If you have 2 or 3 leadership momentum gifts at your high number, you'll get more because nobody wants to be first because we don't have the momentum going. And the fundraising events are all about momentum.
Yeah.
They're all about momentum.
Right.